Beliefs, both conscious and subconscious, shape how we see the world. If you're at a point in your life where you're ready to change that lens, then you're in the right place. In this video, we are going to be talking about how to document, track, and change your beliefs so that you can be living a pronoia life. If that sounds like something you're ready for, comment down below why you feel that way. I'd love to hear it. So, we're going to dive right in and keep this video very short and simple so that you can start implementing these things today. Step 1, the belief list. We're starting simple by listing out all the beliefs that you know that you believe. These are all the beliefs that you consciously believe in. For example, I believe that true love is real, or I believe that friendships were easier to maintain when I was in high school. In this step, we're just getting it all out. Every belief that you think feels real and true that you believe in. Why are we doing this? Because we need to get a lay of the land. If you want to see the world as a force of good, working with you, or even just neutral, anything but seeing the world as working against you, we need to understand what we currently believe. This list can be light or it can be deep. When you're first writing it, I suggest just keeping it light. Maybe you write, I believe pets are an essential part of life. Or maybe you want to go deeper and say something to the effect of, I believe I'll die when I'm 28, and that fills me with rage and resentment towards people my age who have already achieved way more than I ever will, because I feel like I'm running out of time because I think I'll die in 4 years. The first one is a surface belief. The second one is a surface belief that's been mulled over and over again until the deeper understanding came through. And that brings us to step 2. Step 2, getting to the subconscious. Most of our beliefs live in the subconscious. That's why saying today's going to be a great day doesn't just magically dissolve the negative outlook that you woke up with or have. So how do we reach those deeper beliefs? A good technique is through writing and talking. So pick one of your beliefs from your list and start asking yourself questions. Treat it like an interview. You're getting to know this belief on a personal level. So with my belief, I'll die by 28. At first, I just thought 28 was a random, arbitrary number. But after a week of really digging in, really interviewing, I realized that this belief came from 2 primary sources. All the vampire books and movies I loved growing up and watching at a very fundamental developmental age taught me that life only has value if it's infinite. And the second was my aunt saying 28 was my best year. It's all been downhill from there. Those 2 things merged into a lens that said, I'll die at 28 and everything after that is meaningless. So, at first, that belief drove me to chase immortality. Literally, I thought I had to find a vampire to turn me before I was 28. Then when reality set in, it morphed into a pressure to create something that would outlive me. That belief created so many blockages and fears that it stunted any attempts to create anything, because everything felt like an impossible race against time. So step 2 is all about becoming a detective, getting to the source of the beliefs, but as you probably already know, knowing things doesn't fix things. So that brings us to step 3. How the hell do we change our beliefs? Now that you're aware of a belief that is shaping your perspective, how do you go about changing it? Now, this is the part where I might lose some people who are looking for instant results. But since you're still here, I know that you are willing to be patient, willing to put in the work and effort, and willing to be patient with yourself and the world. Because it takes time. When you're exploring your beliefs, it's like getting to know a person. Each one has its own vibe, its own energy. With my 28-year-old facing oblivion belief, I started to notice its fragrance. Every time I rushed from one unfinished project to another, every time I felt stressed out about not being a billionaire yet, Every time I felt awful about not yet having bought my dad the house he deserves, I could start to notice that belief coming up. And noticing that belief was able to put distance between me and the belief. This distance grows over time and it loosens your grip on the belief. This step is all about creating space between yourself and the belief. Over time, that belief will evolve and you'll notice it having less of an impact on your perspective. Now, when I sit down to write, I'm not just writing. I'm writing as someone who believes that their life still goes on past 4 years. That's the whole process. Make your list, then triage. Start with the belief that impacts you the most and work through them one at a time. Give yourself time and give yourself grace. We all have beliefs that hold us back from the lives we want. Since we're all different, but we're also kind of all the same, drop below in the comments what beliefs you've noticed and what beliefs you think are holding you back from living your pronoia life. And remember, belief triage is not about fixing yourself. It's about understanding yourself. And once you start doing that, life starts to feel like it's on your side again. Have a great day.